You take the coquito, you take the eggnog, right? If you're a punk, they got almond milk version of it. Don't really think that's eggnog or whatever, but whatever. We got an echo.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
All right. Wait. No, we still got the echo.
Yeah, it's a little behind.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so get your coquito right. But go get you some Crown Vanilla. Don't put no Crown Peach. Don't put no Crown Apple in it. That's gonna make it taste weird. So Crown Vanilla in the eggnog and the coquito, you're good something. But I'm gonna give you also something else. Now, I'm gonna tell you the proper one to use. So it's called the Black Russian. Not LaVisca Chenault either. It is and this is what my man OG Rob Deloach gave me. It is Bailey's cream and Hennessy. Do that, you're gonna feel real in the spirit. It's one of those good spirit drinks. I don't really chase stuff, but like this is the only time of year. And then Washington apples. Washington apple is you get cran apple juice and you get Crown Royal, and you just mix until the ancestors tell you to stop. And like it's a point though where you could get it and it just tastes like straight juice, and that is dangerous. Dangerous. So yeah, still got good news on the horizon for stuff like that. All kinds of other different shit going on inside of the world's greatest cigar lounge. Goodfellas. It's like Cheers with a mob twist. Everybody knows your name. All that good stuff. Thursday. I need you guys to show up here in mass because we're having a watch party. We're having a watch party for the Jags versus the New York Jets game on Thursday Night Football. Come hang out with us. Have a good time. We'll have me and Tom McManus are going to be here. We'll have drink specials. We'll have all kinds of other different things for you guys to be able to get into. Come hang out, Bob, before you go do your holiday shit. So, holiday season, I'm going to try to get 3 shows in this week. I don't really know how Friday's working. I got to go back to Tallahassee. We got our annual cookie party. I'm also going to do some housekeeping stuff. So you can tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I don't feel like, unless Miles wants to go and do it, but I personally don't feel like going and clearing my StreamYard. So there aren't going to be any update. There is no more Apple iTunes, Google Play, Spotify for right now. You got to go. You have to stream it. You got to check it out on YouTube. That's where we're pushing everybody. Go check out the YouTube. Check out those different platforms. Or it still will always be on Facebook. It will still always be on Twitter. We may get the TikTok going here eventually if I can get stuff worked out, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. But you got to go check out those things for the immediate future. But there will be other opportunities to be able to stream it and check it out. Unless you just, one of y'all want to strip the sound from me. You strip the sound from me and send it to me, I'll upload it. But we will have, we got some new equipment. We got another new computer. We got a Rodecaster coming in. We'll have lapel mics. We'll have some new microphones. We'll have all kinds of cool shit coming into the new year. And that's all because I don't know about some 2020. My years don't ever really traditionally suck. I mean, I've had bad ones. I've had down ones. Some that are a little more stressful, but nothing like over the top, like where it's just bad. But like I can't lie to you, 2022 is really, from a business perspective, pretty good. Earlier in the year, the first quarter started off a little rough, but like it got going real good. So 2023 is looking like it's gonna be dope. I put it like this: if you got some show ideas and you want to be a part of the network, holla at your boy. Just be good. Because if it ain't good, you can't have thin skin around here. Because we're going to definitely tell you it's not good. But if you got some concepts for sports shows that you want, or you got a really, really cool idea, I'm telling you, let me know right now. What does it say?
Big game always squint.
I ain't got. Shit. Definitely, I can't see, man. Like even this is a big ass TV that this is showing on, and I can't see. So 2022, I'm gonna go get me some fucking 2023 big game. Will have glasses, and I'm not gonna say Jimbo. I'm gonna say the Doug Peterson. I'm gonna pull the Dougie P. So when you see the glasses be right here on the edge of my nose, that means I'm cooking up something or I'm thinking of something unique and hot. So on that note, I don't know if you were in a cave this past week, but I am so not used to, like, I'm only focused on the Cheez-It Bowl, and we're having a big tailgate right now. We're at 130 registered. We want to have 300 or more registered for the tailgate to end all tailgates, the best tailgate of the year. We're going to have all you can eat seafood, all you can eat regular ass food, all you can drink, cigars, blah, blah, blah. And all you can eat within reason. Like, so if the food is out, that was all you can eat. Nobody lied. So don't come on me. Just make sure when you sit in that thing, you realize there's no refunds. But I've only focused on FSU. I didn't realize that other bowl games were being played this early. So, but there is one game that was really, really big, and that was the Celebration Bowl. And Deion Sanders' last game with Jackson State Tigers, it started off with a bunch of pomp and circumstance and the stuff that only Deion Sanders can do. A lot of nothing. If you haven't listened to me for I am not a Deion fan. I am also not a hater, but but let's just start off with Deion. We got plenty of clips just to catch you people up on the whole saga. Nothing but drama all week. Nothing but drama all week. But the beautiful thing about football is that no matter how much you talk, games got to be played, baby. Games got to be played. And this is how Deion started off talking about, throwing God and stuff. And you always got to sprinkle God in there, man. And what I promise you, when it's all said and done, God's going to sit back and look and be like, man, what y'all threw a lot of shit on me that I ain't asked for. So, but go ahead and play. Let's listen to what Deion had to say in his press conference for before the game, like for the week of the game.
Hey, man, let's go ahead and talk about that. You're right on all accounts. I appreciate you. Never once did I say they're going to put a tombstone with my name on it, Jackson.
So this is him basically retracting, saying that y'all
Everything
made me bigger than what I was.
Everything I said I wanted to happen, I tried my darnest to make it happen. We've exceeded, I think, expectations in some realm. But when I don't fit into someone else's plan and purpose, now there's ridicule. But you forgot about my plan and God's purpose. That's where the dysfunction comes. I reached a point where I said to myself, we're going to go out there and recruit another great class. And we were, in TC Will. And we're going to win again. So at what point do we keep dominating that you don't get mad at us for dominating? Because it's a level
now it's
of
the haters' fault.
You start to turn. And I felt that. We start to get tension.
But we can push pause because you know what Deion's never been able to dominate?
Dominate. And you
the other black colleges. Like, you've been able to bully the SWAC. And you've done a good job. But every time you face the MEAC put all that shit back in place because don't nobody give a fuck about Deion Sanders in the MEAC. And these coaches were just like, hey, man, I'm tired of this shit. We play football over here, too. And North Carolina Central came in, and though the game was close, and there were some things that were going on, North Carolina Central basically dominated that game out the jump. They dominated them from the time. But you know what Deion tried to do? Tell you what Deion tried to do. Tried to do that walkthrough shit. Didn't work for them North Carolina Central boys. Said not on our watch. Again? He tried to do that, and a brawl almost happened. And that's what I told y'all. That's what happened. See, Deion is disrespect is the only thing that disrespect respects is disrespect. So they had to get disrespectful back to Deion and them. And then that's when I knew the game was going to be in the tizzy. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that went on in that game. It was good. Shedeur Sanders, from a statistical standpoint, played a very, very good game, but also made some boneheaded ass mistakes that if you were watching the game, you're like, man, this shit ain't gonna fly in the Pac-12. This young man gonna get his lunch money taken. Travis Hunter made some big plays, big catches, very good wide receiver. Kevin Coleman, awesome. Right now he's saying he's staying, but just some highlights. But nobody better than let's see where go to. Nah, we're gonna play that, but that ain't what we need now. Nobody better than the running back for we'll get to that after, for North Carolina Central. That was my favorite player, and he yeah, that's one. Yeah. This is the first one right here. His name is Mookie. I almost want to call him Mookie Betts, but I think Mookie Betts was like a basketball player back in the day. So I don't want to like disrespect him. But before we get into you got to play. This is spiritual. This is spiritual what Mookie did.
They run it again. Collier once more.
See what happens when you disrespect. You see, you can talk.
They run it again.
You want to talk shit. You want to run your mouth. You want some gangster ass at your house. We'll set this bitch off. Set this bitch off. Set this bitch off. That's all I can hear. They called me badass. But if that was the only time, that was like right into like they were in the first overtime. Them boys just went down like a hot knife through butter. But before they got into the overtime, number one overall prospect just entered the transfer portal. Travis Hunter got rocked so bad that he decided that like he should have been kicked out of this game for this. Now, I'm not saying he needed to be kicked out. I'm just saying like basically this is what happens when it was supposed to happen when you do these different things. You got to play. Is that playing? All right. Because he was he faced the wrath of Mookie as well. Mookie was out there mooking people. But he's over here. He's running. Travis sheds a block, and he gets, boom, thrown right into the turf. Helmet comes off, got to stop the play. Gets up, and you shove somebody. That's supposed to be a double personal foul. One of the things that's I always find funny, right? And I made this statement, and one of Deion's saviors, because he's his friend, and I get it. I get it, Boucher. That's your boy. But come on, man. We know when bullshit is bullshit. Deion has the rule. No hoodies, no hats, no headphones, no earrings, all of these things. Because these are the things that are supposed to imply discipline, right? But that's so undisciplined. The way that Jackson State played this game lacked overall discipline. And it just, like, you can't, like, if can I say this and not nobody get offended? I don't really care. It reeks of Taggart.
Oh my gosh, everyone will be offended.
Like, it really smells of what Willie Taggart. And we all wanted Willie to be successful, but the rapping, the singing, the coach with drip and sauce and all this other stuff, the undisciplined play. Ooh. Oh yeah, and yeah, the commentators were the worst. That was the worst. Because there's a lot of things that happen in this game that I feel why we need to unite as a country so that we can all have these conversations in a safe place. I personally believe that ESPN, or I forgot who the broadcast was with, might have been, whatever. They legitimately went and told their announcers to color it up a little bit. Because, I mean, they were in there. It was like, would you commentate any other game like this if it was an HBCU game? They were quoting Bootsy. They were saying rap lyrics. They were doing all kinds of other shit. I'm like, hey, man, we didn't ask for that, man. Just talk about. Matter of fact, if you go back to the first truck, if you go back to, you'll hear it in the first truck. The male who I don't know who was worse, the guy or the woman, but they were bad. Just if I don't even worry about it, man. Bottom line is we didn't miss anything. Yeah, this is it right here. These guys were awful, and they should be banned.
Whoa, what
Did
was
you hear
that?
that ass thing at the end? Don't know what that was about, man. I don't know. Like it's like it was nothing but like ad libs and
They
puns,
run it
man.
again.
Like I was
Collier
expecting
once
them to
more.
say, man, that boy is greasier than fried than your hands after fried chicken and fresh out the grease.
They run it again.
Like that.
Collier once more.
Smack, leave a taste in your mouth like a sausage sandwich at a fish fry or something like that. Just something crazy, man. It was wild shit that they were saying that just was unnecessary and egregious. Just do your job. Yeah, I have no idea what the moment, but it came down to the last play. Travis Hunter did a great job making a catch, but I couldn't find it, and I don't want to pile on top of the guy because the kid, it was emotional. They get to the situation. It's third down. It was a blitz off the edge. Shedeur Sanders makes the right read. He throws it to the tight end on the little tight end dump. The tight end is wide open, Miles. The young man can see the ass that he's going to get back in Jackson, Mississippi. And it was going to be superfluous. It's going to be more ass than they ever seen. It's going to be like two asses in each hand. Like it's a lot. Like that's better than 2 scoops of raisins. All the strange things. Just think of he got game, but just flip it, invert it. White boy, 2 beautiful black women, dark-skinned vixens, ready to bless him for bringing that national championship to Jackson, Mississippi. It's like Black Panther, the colonizer bringing victory to Wakanda. But no. You could hear the spirit of the Black Panther went through the North Carolina State's fan base and blew the ball right out of his hands. When I tell you he caught it and like hot potato just said no. And the ancestors all whisper, like I have this little Duval video, and the ancestors said no. It's not in God's will. All that prayer, like, that's why I always joke with people. Like all that praying, I promise you, God don't give a fuck about football games, guys. I can promise you that, dog. But it sucks because the world is a very cruel place, man. It is an extremely, extremely cruel place, and it's not meant for social media. Is not meant for post game losses. Like if I were him, I would have just muted my comments, drop off social media for about a week. Nobody worry, but nobody will even care about this. Once Travis Hunter leaves Jackson State, that's the last news that anybody's going to care about Jackson State. Trust and believe. You didn't give a shit about it before, and you guys really don't care now. If we're being 1,000 all the way with this. But the young man has been getting death threats. The young man's been getting all kinds of other stuff. But I will say that it's the IG one, Miles. This was solid by Deion. And what I want people to realize is he's not all the way evil. He's not evil at all. I'm joking. He's not a bad guy. But like, you can like somebody and know that they have the ability to be a POS. Not to Kanye West. Well, no, I would use a better example because I just don't want to use that example. I'm trying to think. You know what? For every hero, everybody who's a hero in one story, they're a villain in another story. Like, do you think Bin Laden's family really likes us that much? I was going to use it. That was bad. I thought that was better than the example I was going to use.
Smush Parker probably doesn't love Kobe.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Facts. Okay. I'm with that. That's better. That's better than any other ones. But like, you know, Deion might be your boy and your partner, and you might like Deion, but Deion's a dick. I promise you. I'm not telling you this from nothing I haven't experienced or seen. He is still good to his people. People will say the same thing about me. It's okay. One thing I don't need y'all doing is falling on the sword for me and hoping I see that shit. Like if somebody says James ain't shit, I always tell them, well, who said I ain't shit? they might be telling the truth. But this is a good moment from a coach, and he's, you know, encouraging his player.
Diversity and everything. Hey, on you, it's on us. We know the two together. Do you understand that? All right, man. Come on. Get up. I need you to back up. This is going to be a person that's going to prepare you to play. All right? All right? Let's fight through it. Man, you got to believe that. That moment is going to make you who you want for the rest of your life. You feel me? Let's do it.
Well, that was good. I'm happy for him because, man, I know it was lonely for him and for his parents because for the first time in their lives, they probably were the minority. You know, like everybody looked and knew it had to be him. Like it had to be your child, man. You so, but all right. Anyways, fuck all of that. Deion is full of shit. But one thing that I made a message that I had about Deion in all of this. It's great that Deion's getting an opportunity to go advance his career at Colorado. But the thing lost in all of this is the after effects and what everybody's left to pick up the pieces. North Carolina Central's coach, after the win, was very, very vocal about what happened during this time and why his players and how his players responded. Like, let's listen to what this coach. I think it was really, really good what he had to say. I think he
I'm so happy.
amazing coach and coached a very good game. Guys fought all the way to the end, and was not afraid of all the 4 and 5 stars that Deion Sanders had on his roster and this team that was just impossible to beat.
Happy for my university. And, you know, like I always said, you know, since last week of the press conference, it's so much bigger than me. You know, it's about North Carolina Central University first and foremost. Then it's about the MEAC. And I'm just a piece of it. You know, I'm the spokesman for our program. But I take my hat off to our guys. I love them to death. You know, they had a chip on their shoulder. You know, the disrespect was real since we've been down here. We come to the press conference, and many of you were here last week. You know, their athletic director addressed us as North Carolina A&T State University.
I mean, come out the gate, disrespectful.
You know, we pull up to a dinner the other night. You know, buses won't move. They got to drop our guys off in the middle of the street. Pre-game, we supposed to come out at a certain time before the national anthem. For whatever reason, the other team wasn't ready, so they stopped everything. My guys stayed in the tunnel for 10 minutes in pre-game, waiting to come out. But it don't matter. It doesn't matter. We're a resilient group. We play good football, and I said that before, and I'm proud of my guys. But like I said, they're going to put some respect in our name in Black College, and I think they're going to do that now. They saw it. They're the ones sitting on the bus. They're the ones that got put out in the middle of the street. They saw it. They saw that we were sitting in the tunnel 10 minutes before we come out. You know, everybody in America has a script that we go by. All right, we play on
Talk to him now. See, this is what people forget.
So I didn't have to say anything to him about it. You know, we control what we can control. Bottom line. And nothing's given to you. If you want something, you got to go take it. And you know, we deal with adversity all the time, and that's such as life. So we're not gonna sit here and complain about this, complain about that. You want something to change, do something about it. Bottom line.
How can you shed light on how rare are those occurring, like those list of things for all those things to have?
That's deliberate. That's fucking deliberate, man. Now I'll say this: the AD having a miscue on the name, that's fucked up more. But is that like a true slight? Nah. But to have your buses like you're supposed to drop off, ship out, let the next group come in. Like to have your stuff there, forcing it there, and then won't move the issue. That's just like that. Those are all fucking little mental bullshit ass games. And the problem is, it's just like the quote about war. Wars are started by old men that young men die for. You pop this shit off and you got to put your kids in the position to back your shit up. Right. And the problem is like I said before, you do all that shit in the SWAC or the chitlin circuit, but you ain't gonna do that shit. You ain't gonna pull that shit with them white people. That's me talking like us right now. So y'all, all y'all folks who Deion's going, he ain't gonna do that shit with them white people. You know why? Because that motherfucker know how to act. He disrespected. He disrespects his own and treats and values something else. That's the issue. That's why people are upset. It's not that he moved on. It's that how many people do you have to step on the shit on in order for progress to happen? If you got to do that to everybody to get on, you're not an agent of change in the culture. You're just a bitch that use everybody. Again, people talk about crabs in a barrel, and they'll pull the crab that's trying to get out without realizing that crab had to climb on top of it and push down other crabs to get to where they're at. Could he have done all of this and lost this game with some dignity and not had this done? Yes. Could he have won it the right way? Yes. The problem is your energy going to change. Hell, your son already can't. They already fired your son off of fucking social media. It's funny, though. Which I think is right, because he had too much of that hippity hop shit going on there. Boy, had Future. Boy, had Future on a hip hop, on an edit. Boy, Colorado people were like, excuse me, sir. This is not in line with the vision of what we have here with the University of Colorado Buffaloes. We do not want Nevadius Demon. We don't want his music perpetrating our earlobes and fornicating with our earlobes.
I agree with
Good pregame music, but like I appreciate it sometimes. But like, anyways, so they do all of this stuff, they lose. Now, what's even crazier right now is the transfer portal. Jackson State now officially, as of this morning, and as my source says, I don't even know how the fuck they got them in, how they got people into the transfer portal at night, like over the weekend. It's supposed to be Monday through Friday, but Jackson State, as of Sunday, as about a Monday at 12 a.m., had 22 players enter the transfer portal. Most notably would be one Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, who, by the way, let me go look at this right here, was reported some weeks ago, that he was leaving, that he was going to leave and go to, let me read for this. At NFL Rookie Watch said Travis Hunter on December 5th, Travis Hunter is reportedly expected to make his official announcement on transferring to Colorado soon. Hunter was the number 1 overall recruit in the 2022 class. The tweet went viral. Travis Hunter decides that, you know what, I'm going to go respond. You know what Travis Hunter Jr. said? Stop lying to these people. Went out of his way to try to poop on somebody's parade that he knew they had the news for him to be able to go down. And now everybody is expecting him to follow Deion Sanders to the University of Colorado. Other schools, Florida State might be in play, USC, all these different things. But Kevin Coleman, the other 5-star, has stated that he's going to be committed, but he's potentially going to leave too. Shiloh Sanders, Shedeur Sanders are both in the transfer portal currently right now. 22 players. There are 65 scholarships at FCS level. That is over 1/3 of the players available are in the transfer portal, with expecting to have 30 to 35. If I'm taking my ball and going home was a person, it would be Deion Sanders. It's not saying all these boys are going to Colorado, but it's saying that these boys definitely weren't coming to Jackson State for the pageantry of HBCUs and to become the next Walter Payton. And what sucks is that a very qualified man, a very good coach, a coach that loves Jackson State, that's his alma mater, that loves HBCU football, and TC is taking over, that Deion actually promoted, and Deion is gutting this roster. With friends like that, who needs enemies? I don't want no fucking opportunity for you to set me up to fail. Do you know how hard it is to replace half your roster and win and be expected to win games? It's unfortunate, But we have to start having it as a guy who really believes in HBCUs and what they stand for and what they need to do. It's time for us to stop having these Twitter debates about blacks at PWIs versus blacks from HBCUs and figure out how we can all come together to make this great brand of football as exciting and as and pushing it forward. And I'm not mad at guys transferring and getting better opportunities. I will never be upset with that. But I am upset with Pied Pipers. If you aren't familiar with the story of the Pied Piper, I expect you to go read it. But if you want to know a newer version of it, go check out what R. Kelly used to call himself. And now you can connect all the fucking dots that you want. R. Kelly used to call himself the Pied Piper. It was hidden in plain sight. The man told us everything that he was doing. We just like the music, man. And it's the same thing with Deion. You can like somebody's stuff and admit that they ain't shit. Can we start doing that in 2023, people, as a family? And what I need somebody from the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University to explain to me, did Deion Sanders walk all through y'all shit? Because nobody has answered my question yet. I need these answers. Damn. I need to know, because y'all was out here saying, well, that's just Deion, and that's what Deion does. So did Deion walk through y'all shit before he beat y'all 56-3? Or did y'all at least pinch the bitch? Did y'all win the pregame fight? Because I wasn't at the Orange Blossom Classic. But I need to know, were y'all going around and just getting bullied?
Is that the name of it? It's my favorite name for a violent sport, the Orange Blossom Classic.
Yeah, that's the FAMU versus they played in the Jackson State played in the Orange Blossom Classic.
I love that.
But I just need to know, because somebody, I keep tweeting it, I keep putting up. Y'all comment on everything else that I say, but nobody wants to tell me, did y'all just welcome Deion? Did y'all give him a squirt of Gatorade? Deion, I know it's tiring to come over here. You gotta hold all the HBCUs up with a cape. You are our Lord and Savior for the HBCUs, sir. So you walks wherever you wants to walk, sir. That's what I'm gonna start calling Deion until y'all start being for real. In the black household, when Big Daddy, the person who's the abuser, y'all used to call him Mister or him. You ain't talk him outside, him this. Like, that's what y'all be acting like when y'all. This bothers me. I'm masculine for fucking whatever, man. Just let's have some conversations about what we're gonna do. No, I gotta talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars. They've done something that's very good. Oh, whoa. Fuck yeah. TMZ hit me up.
Hey, back on.
Somehow, do I want to come on today? I don't know. Do I want to come? Yeah, let's just say. Yeah, I want to come on. Can I respond to TMZ as a pig's pussy port? Do you think is that is that I have no idea. They gave me with the Kanye, which was I don't want to talk about Kanye anymore. That's shit. I'm sorry. That was just live stuff. That's what happens when our phones are too connected to things. Like now, people can get a hold of me. But all right. So enough about Deion. Jags and Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't see this coming. I did not see this coming. Every time the Jags do something good, they disappoint you, and I hate it. But like they went out there with the full, it was some good ass whoopery. Dak Prescott, as a family, can we admit that Dak Prescott is mid? And I want people to realize this.
Of course.
Mid is not always bad. Mid gets a bad rap. But mid gonna sell. Mid gonna sell no matter what the market is. And Dak Prescott is selling mid. And Dak Prescott is the reason why this game was lost. Now, the Jags in the first half could not stop CeeDee Lamb. You know how I know they couldn't stop CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb's in my fantasy football team. CeeDee Lamb was eating. He was molesting I forgot the boy's name. I forgot. I tweeted. I was like, "Can we get him some help?" But CeeDee Lamb was doing his thing. Then all of a sudden, and then Travis Etienne, yo, it's time, bro. Trevor, you need to sit his ass down and say, "Hey, bitch, you fucking up. You fucking up the church's money. fumbling the ball. I have never seen somebody fumble the ball as much as he is. It is crazy. It's a waste of time. I don't even know what's going on. Hold on, let me see this. What my man said? We got to. Yeah, I need to see that. What's he say?
When we played FAMU, Jackson stank. We had several players that were ineligible to play, practice, or travel with the team until the fourth game of the season. He has a crying Deion Sanders. He must have.
Which I played North Carolina the week before and almost beat them. I want to hear that shit. I just want to know, did Deion walk through the fucking huddle and all that other shit and disrespect y'all like everybody else did? Because he damn sure beat the shit out of FAMU on the football field that next day. FAMU had some cats. Now, what we need to do is get our guys going to fucking school, but that's a whole nother issue, whatever is going on with that. But like, but to the Jaguars had every reason to fold. It was 21-7 at one point. And I was just like, man, yep, Jaguars doing another thing, man. Now I got to go talk bad about them. I mean, it was the Cowboys were doing everything. They were running the ball very well in the first half. They were throwing the ball very well in the first half. They just didn't seem like they could stop them. And the Jags didn't have anything going on offense. But then the third quarter happened. The Jags went up. They outscored the Cowboys 17-6 in the third quarter. Then they went on to outscore them in the fourth quarter. And then when hope looks like it was lost, Trevor Lawrence was playing out of his mind. Like playing like what you thought, like everything we thought. Like basically Denny's love child that Denny Thompson used to brag about all the time. That's what Trevor Lawrence was doing. And then Trevor did something stupid. Because I was like, damn, you don't want to score too quick and leave him with time. But carrying the ball like a loaf of bread and not sliding, Trevor gets hit perfectly. Helmet on the ball. Boom. Turnover. Damn. We needed him to slide because we needed to take more time off the clock anyway. And I was like, now we got to let this Jags defense come out here. And actually, we need them to get stops. I ain't going to lie. I had no faith. God did. They went out there 3 and out. They're down 3 points. Trevor Lawrence and these guys. Trevor Lawrence throws the ball in the middle of the field to Crazy Zay. Crazy Zay gets what he needs to get. He gets tackled. And he doesn't get to the line of scrimmage quick. They let the clock run down. So much time. So much time. And then he throws it to Evan Ingram. And Evan Ingram catches the ball. And he literally just drags his feet. He's like, and then he dives, last minute desperation. And he dives out of bounds. But no, it looks like he was tackled in bounds. Clock is running. Jaguars burn the timeout. 6 seconds left. But wait, New York calls down and says that because Ingram was screaming and praying, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He was able to get out of bounds. His knee did not touch the ground. His elbow touched out of bounds. And that gave them 11 seconds back on the clock. I've never seen it before in my life either. I don't even know if it's legal.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't even know if you can challenge that. Like, and it's only can come from New York. And then they complete something else. And it's a timeout immediately. And then the Jags go and kick with the kicker whose name I still don't know. And the first one looked like it almost didn't go in. But they called a timeout anyway. And then the second one, right dead center, all the way up, that bitch went in. But then they go into overtime. And I'm like, we got the momentum. Jaguars are ready. Get the ball first. Oh, we finna drive down to score a touchdown. I already know this. Nope. It's not in God's will. Fuck. Well, we at least got to see a few meaningful games in December at that point, people. I can't get upset. You know, we did control our own destiny, but this is what happens when you have a young team. But, man, I can finally see it. It looks like it's going to be fun in a little bit. But then, before you have to sacrifice your son, much like Abraham, God brings a lamb out of the bush to slaughter. And I forgot. When everything else fails, we're still playing against Dak Prescott. Then a guy who I question why is he still on this team, and Rayshon Cookiehead Jenkins does something that he has never done in all of his years of playing football. He gets a pick six. Perfect timing. This was the second interception on the day. And it was just like, it was divine. It was a Jesus loves the little children type of interception because it bounced off of a receiver. And to end the game with the pick six. The Jaguars are one game outside of first place in the AFC South Division. Believe it or not, the Jaguars control their own destiny. And every game for the rest of the season is meaningful unless they drop the next two.
3rd and 4, blitz coming.
But if the Jaguars win on Thursday, it legitimately sets up for the Jags versus the Titans, and the Titans lose this Sunday. It sets up for that last game of the season to be the most important game in NFL. So week 18 will now be flexed because that game will be basically a playing game for the playoffs.
And the Cowboys needed it.
Yeah, and the Cowboys needed this because if they would have won, they would have guaranteed a playoff spot. But basically, Skip Bayless.
I just wanted to say,
I want to watch First Take because Skip Bayless is a terrible person. And I love that all bad things are happening to him and only him. Because this is what Skip Bayless said. Like, this is what Cowboy fans were going to, Miles. This is what they were looking forward to. It was supposed to be stress-free, right?
Yeah.
It was all good just a week ago.
On to Philly, just get it.
Just said the first half, just like talking. Shouldn't have been talking shit. Just to let people know what Cookiehead Jenkins was doing. 18 tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 passes defended, 1 walk-off pick. No safety has done that. But it's just, you got to love that stuff. Got to love it, man. Love good victories. No moral victories. Before I get into the moral victories and things, like, can we say, is it cool? Is this a safe space? Jeff Saturday sucks. Is it cool now we can all admit that the Jeff Saturday, all you like, just Saturday is an all pro, potential Hall of Fame center. He played for this. He played. Why? Who says he can't coach football? Jeff Saturday saying he can't coach football now. Yeah, I'm going so much so. Like when I'm agreeing with Sam, my boy at More Life One, that's my dog. But Sam said some outrageous things that made me question his intelligence. If he was in the class that changed, if he ever got to change classes during the day. Something else that I'm realizing was wrong with America now, and what's wrong with social media, is that for our 18 years of development, right? Most of us, some of y'all 20, 21, because y'all like school a little bit more. I didn't realize that until I moved to the big city, that some people do a little extra elementary school on a large scale. I didn't realize cats was graduating high school at 21. Like I was going to the NFL. Yeah. Like, these motherfuckers got real. Like, now I have to be worried about if a girl is dating a senior in high school, because that motherfucker might be 24 years old. But we were separated by honors, regular classes, and ESC for our entire lives. And then all of a sudden, they put all of us in a big group. That looks like a lot. That looks like a lot, man. I can't read all that shit. I'm not. You got it. Whatever you said, whatever you just said in that, you got it. I don't know if it's something good in there. Maybe you skimming.
With a coffee and a smoke, I'll open that book.
Oh shit! Hit me up. That's smoking coffee all the time, baby.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Oh. But the thing is that the Jags ain't ain't good, but this is just great. like the playoffs is just that's all people want. But
You just want to get excited.
Hate O'Clock brought to you by Green Acre Sporting Goods. I just went to Green Acre. Let me tell you how cool these people are, man. It's all great. I don't know why people don't have. Y'all should be going there. Get a gift certificate, get some fishing equipment, get all the stuff. I just went over there and said, "Hey Z, holla at your boy. Z, I just need whatever I need." And he said, "You know what? Big game, I got you." So tomorrow, I go pick up my guns with some ammo. I got my pump shotty I got a nice little flashlight on it. So you come in my house, I'm gonna put out you because I talk a lot of trash, but you come in here trying to cause I know how some of y'all Miami fans, y'all let Ruiz gas y'all up and start doxing people. Man, you come in my house over me talking some shit about recruiting, y'all losing 45-3 if you want to. You're gonna walk right into that light. You're gonna see that flashlight and you're gonna walk right into it. And God ain't gonna like it. Like you're gonna be having a what my boy said. You're gonna wake up to a fucking Frank Sinatra concert. Fucking with me. You're gonna hear Mahalia Jackson. You're gonna hear all the people, man. You came in, hey, big game, bright light. Bam. I did. Now the time is here. So they place the final curtain. I did it my way. That's what you're gonna wake up hearing. No, clear. I hope that, but nah. Or actually, Charleston White has the funniest thing. He says, "Y'all keep threatening me. Y'all keep doing all this stuff. I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm gonna let y'all get it. But I'm gonna what did he say? Charleston said, he's like, I'm gonna shoot you. And I'm gonna call. He's like, I'm gonna try to kill you, but I'm gonna call the police for you. I'm gonna say, sir, he came in here, he was messing with me, and I did this. Now look at your dumb ass now. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get him, officer. I'm trying to help him. I hope you die. Like that's what Charleston. I said, he's the funniest dude out right now. He's doing comedy now.
Oh really? He should. I mean, I would. If T.I. can do it.
I wonder, do they have this? Just place this. This is what I need to get. This right here was fun. I gotta go back to the Army Navy game, but like they just got stuff like this. I'm gonna have when I do my Army camps this year. I'm gonna have them bring out the guns and shit. Because there's a guy on Twitter, on IG and on YouTube, Black Rambo. I love him. He's funny. I think if like the stuff happens that's supposed to happen, we're gonna shift. Like we'll still have Big Games BS, but when Big Game BS goes to this major entity, I gotta shift my sponsors to something else because like I'm gonna talk about them, but that costs a little bit more money when we had that major entity. But I'm gonna just do fun shit, just shoot shit. I like shooting shit, but I say all that to say is this: more than I like shooting shit, I like shooting the shit about rivals losing.
I like that.
Oh, it was so amazing. Like you flew all that time. You went to Las Vegas. You forfeited a recruiting weekend to score 3 points against Oregon State. That was a great. Just play that one right there, Dylan's. Yeah, like this is actually matter of fact, I'm gonna steal this shit because Dylan, Dylan, you cool, you a cool little pilgrim, but right now you kind of working with the ops doing something that I ain't like, so I'm just gonna steal your shit right now. Like Florida fans were saying, fight back, please. And this is what Billy Napier
so we don't have the capacity. So we don't have the capacity.
No, I don't want to laugh because I feel like he's talking about something.
So we don't have the capacity.
This is definitely he is really talking about something serious. But this is like
so we don't have
famine,
the capacity.
like bad shit happening in this country. It's all good because they don't have the capacity. Can you score more points? Billy, we need you to score more than 3. We don't have the capacities. We got Jack Miller at quarterback. Let me tell you about Jack Miller. People who don't know. Okay, I'm not going to tell you about Jack Miller. I'm just going to let you insinuate some of the things about Jack Miller without me telling you. It's a consonant, but that's nothing. That's not the reason why he sucks. Because I don't think that's a disability. I just think some people like men, and but they're also not good at football. Doesn't coincide. But Jack Miller was the 3rd string quarterback. So this is what you had. You got AR-15. Shout out to Green Acres and shout out to my guy. I think he starts training with Denny today. AR-15 is getting ready for the NFL. Said, fuck y'all. I'm out of this bitch. You got Kitna out here looking at little girls and shit and porn. And then you had to go play Booty Bandit. And he ain't took no reps. And y'all were bragging like he was going to come in and push AR-15. He was like the 5th string quarterback at Ohio State. Like, y'all got to stop this shit that everybody is better than everybody. That's what you have, man. Have some pride. Well, Jack went out there and led the Gators to 3 points, and it was never close. Oregon State didn't have their starting running back, which is the key piece for their team, and they beat you like a fucking drum. Y'all went from saying, "Oh, we Pac-12 champions because we beat Utah," to, "Yeah, you getting your ass ate, fucking destroyed." But you know what? Anything's better than getting blanked, right? And, to quote Billy Napier, man, why would you go down there? That's the other video. You can't – oh, my bad, not that one. Yeah, you can't go down there and just not score any points, man. I mean, if you ain't – what is it, Billy? What's your name? What's your quote?
Scared money don't make money.
That's it, baby. You got to –
Scared money don't make money.
If you're afraid to kick the field goal down 30 and you're afraid to kick the field goal, baby, hey, scared money don't make no money. But I want you to see the effort that Florida Gators are putting in for the new football coach for the Gators. And this is why Florida fans should really be optimistic about their recruiting classes and all of the different things that are going on. I think this is number 33. Hold on, I want to see what this young man's name is because he actually came out and explained it, and it didn't help. Like he said, I was tired. This is like play 10 in the football game. He said he was exhausted. Is that number Miles? Is that number 33? That guy on the edge.
It just has a 3 right here.
Yeah.
That's just a 3. Let me.
Well, no, it's not. Okay, it's not the corner. Because I want to make sure we get the right. Because I want to see. Because sometimes maybe this was a duck. Yeah, it's number 3. All right, now let's go ahead and just push play. We'll see.
Look at this effort right here, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Dog. That is fucking pathetic.
I just want y'all to realize that this is
pathetic.
Princely, your mama and them.
I want y'all to look at this effort right here, man.
Whatever your name is. He's got one of them African names, but he's good. Princely, your mama and them is actually really, really good. Came on after Brian Cox or whatever the dude Cox that left. He actually had 1 tackle, 1 sack this game. But like that's some solid effort, right? Like that's what a Billy Napier football team is gonna look like. Like, dog, like what are we even doing right now? Like the lineman thinks it's a trick. He's like, wait a minute, is the play going? There's no way. Like, hold up. You're supposed to come. Like, wait a minute. The way we worked on this, I kick slide. You come forward. Are you trying to go in? Wait a minute. He's not doing anything. This is 4D chess right here. I get the most out of my players. My guys work hard for me. Then click on the film. Like, boy, Mickey Andrews would have a fucking fit. Conniption fit. It's amazing, man. It is amazing. Hold on. Oh, shit. Check this right here. I'm not tired of giving. just got the page from my homegirl Brittany. So this is what y'all gonna do. I need you to, if you don't like, I'm gonna tell you this is a clear directives because we're gonna probably end it like this. What time that clock say, Mom?
We at 56.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll just talk about one more thing. I'm giving away $1,000.
Oh shit.
Kid in Tallahassee. $100 shopping spree, 10 kids. If you don't like my YouTube channel, you don't follow us on social medias, don't you bring me no goddamn kid. So if you got a JIT and you're available at 4 p.m. Academy Sports in Tallahassee, I got you. We're gonna go on a little shopping spree. You're gonna come roll with me. I'm telling you, $100, 10 kids. I need you. Don't you, if you don't follow my YouTube and you can't prove it, don't you come asking me for this shit. That's all I gotta do. But y'all get in it first before I put out the tweet. So I'm just letting y'all know right now, y'all can go ahead and inbox me if you're in Tallahassee. Again, 10 kids. So this is what I got. Friday, December 23rd, 4 p.m. at Academy Sports. I'm literally just getting it. Everyone will need to be at the store at 3:45 to 3:50 so we can receive directives. And we're going to start right at 4 p.m. So it'll be me. I'm giving away. I think Amari Gaynor's doing some stuff. And my former teammate, Pat Watkins. Tallahassee boys doing dope shit. So, like, I'm going to tweet that out here in a second. But I want y'all to be able to participate in it. Y'all bless me and help me feed my family by going to my sponsors and clicking the like. I'm going to hook y'all up for Christmas. I'm a good kid that's deserving. So, but on the last note, we talked about the transfer portal. And we talked about, Deion having 22 people enter it. And I think I talked about this a little bit on Wednesday's show, but I'm not 1,000% sure. But here's why I don't get overly concerned about recruiting and a lot of these different things. The goal is still and will always be to win games. The transfer portal does have money involved in it. There are some rational reasons to why. The University of Miami is going to have a ton of people transfer out. They already have, and a lot of people graduate. The University of Florida has already had 19 guys transfer out, and that's not including the guys who are going to the NFL, and that's not including there's more to come. Texas A&M has 25. Arkansas has 18. Mississippi has 18. Alabama 15. LSU 13. Mississippi State 12. Vanderbilt 12. 12. I'm saying this to say is that one, there's a ton of talent that's out there. And two, much like Deion against NC State, it doesn't matter all the games that you play outside of this stuff. Recruiting helps get you the roster, but you eventually have to coach these games. Games will be played. And Florida State fans right now, we're like 15th in recruiting. It depends on where you're at. But all that being said, stop worrying about what little boys are doing and worry about what the grown adults are doing and enjoy the process. Enjoy the ability to have 10 wins. Come hang out with us at the Cheez-It Bowl. Matter of fact, I might even add that, bitch. Nah, no, I ain't gonna make you buy a Cheez-It Bowl thing. Enjoy the wins now. And then go from there. If we get Travis Hunter, if we keep Kevin Keldrick Falk, if we flip Andy Jean, if we get, God knows who a lot of these guys are, great. If we don't, guess what Florida State is going to probably do next year? Win a minimum of 10 games and dominate our rivals again. And then have a badass 24 recruiting class with the momentum to go into 2025. Man, listen. As you see, my shirt says today, you got to think. It's not illegal yet. It's getting close though. And to be honest with you, I really don't care what you think. I just care that you think. Appreciate y'all chopping it up with me, man. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.